Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sunday, June the 9th. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and it's Father's Day. And as you can see, there is a lot of activity at both entrances on the Layens hive today. We're just going to do a quick check and see if we need to give them a little more room, some more frames, and go from there. So let me get this opened up and I'll be back with you. Okay, I'm back. I've got my smoker lit and on standby. I don't know that I mentioned it earlier, but the temperature is about 85, 86 degrees. So we're gonna go ahead and open up what we call the swarm side to begin with and see what we've got in here. And I gave them a new frame, a foundation, last week, and we'll see if they got it drawn out. And it appears to be, oh my goodness, it's drawn out and it's full of nectar. They've started capping some of the honey on this side of the frame up there in the corner. But it's got a lot of nectar in it. So there's a lot of bees on it working it. And next frame over looks like a lot of the same. This one was put on a couple of weeks ago. Oh, and man, that is a heavy frame. Oh, look at that honey. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of honey this year. And the next frame has got honey across the top, but then the lower part is brood. I'm going to have to spray here in a little bit. I'm getting ticks on my legs. Now, let me see if I can get this broke loose here. Oh my word. Look at the band of honey across the top of that. Looks like there's a lot of emerged brood. And there's cat brood too. I'm not seeing any larvae. The queen hasn't been back here to lay this up yet. I'm gonna take a second here and put some bug spray on me. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, take a quick look at the next frame here. I didn't check for the queen on that last frame. Probably should have. I'm gonna let these girls come out of there. And this one's, they're back filling the brood nest. There's some larvae, open larvae, cat brood, lots of nectar, honey across the top. Some pollen, bee bread. It's looking good. I'm gonna take a quick look for the queen. If we find her, we're gonna mark her today. There she is. She's right in the middle of the frame, right here. I'm gonna get my queen clip and I'm gonna mark her. Now I've just got to find her back. We know she's on this frame. I should have had that ready. There she is. Okay, she's last year's queen, so I'm going to mark her with a white mark. Girls seem to be pretty calm today. Get this thing primed up here. Okay, now let's get her situated here and we'll get her marked. Okay, we'll let her dry a minute and we'll put her back on that frame. Well, I don't know. I'm going to check the last frame of this hive and we're going to probably call it a day on this side since we found the queen and we got frames filled with honey. Okay, we're going to release her back on the frame here. Turn around there, girl. There, she's back on the frame. And they're attending to her. Okay, let's see if I can get in here and get to this last frame and see if they've drawn it out too, because that was a new frame when I was here last time, which was last weekend. Oh yeah, they've been drawn on that frame too. They don't have it drawn out like they have the foundation frame, but They've got that, and they got it full of nectar. They got some burr comb here on the side of the box I'm going to scrape off. Now that fell down in there. I don't want that in there. Yeah, that's a small enough piece. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, well, we're going to put this back. Let's see, this way. And close this side up. Shouldn't have blowed on her. Get my smoker here. Drive them down in there a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm going to close this up and then we'll open up the parent hive. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. We're going to open up the parent hive here and see what kind of progress they've made. Of course, they've been kind of behind the swarm hive because they were queenless for quite a while. And they're starting to build up. This first frame, they've drawn quite a bit more comb on it. They've got some nectar and some capped honey in there on both sides. And as with the parent hive, the swarm hive, if we find the queen, we're gonna mark her. Take a look at this next frame here. Oh yeah, it's a little bit heavier. It's still not like the swarm side, but it's got a lot of nectar, honey across the top there on both sides. There's a lot of capped brood. There's a little bit of open larvae there, but they're back filling the brood nest here. Take a quick look for the queen, and I'm not seeing her. We're not going to spend a lot of time in this hive either. Just a quick check, make sure they're doing okay. But from what I've seen so far, they're doing great. Look at that frame. A lot of brood in the middle. They're back filling the nest. Quick look for the queen on that side. There's the other side. I don't see her on that side either. Usually if I go looking for them, I don't find them. It's when I'm not looking for them that they appear out of thin air. Okay, here we go with the next frame here. And a lot of the same. Not seeing any queen cups or queen cells. A lot of nectar, a lot of cat brood, some milk brood there. And they're backfilling that brood nest. Two more frames to go. We probably won't get any honey off of this side. They've drawn that down quite a bit. Big old drone. She could be hiding in alongside of that comb there. Okay, well, put this one back and check the last frame here. This looks like some newer brood on this one, so she may be on this frame. Yeah, I don't have to see her this time. Okay, well, we're going to close this up. There's evidence of a queen. So, there's no queen cups or queen cells. So, I'm going to turn the video off and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I've decided to give this swarm side another frame of empty frame. This one's got a little bit of starter strip and they drawn a little bit of comb on it, so we're going to put this in here next to that foundation and give them some more work to do since they're doing so much work already. Put these other empty combs in here. Just store them in there. So we've got at least 2, maybe 3 frames of honey that we'll be able to collect on this later on. So I'm going to close the top up on this and we'll close this video out. Okay, well, it appears that both of these hives are doing well. The swarm side is still drawing comb and bringing in nectar. The parent colony is bringing in nectar. They're not drawing a lot of comb. They're drawing a little bit of comb though. Of course, like I said earlier, they're behind because they were queenless for a month or better. So We're going to head up to the Langstroth hives here in just a moment, but before we do, I want to thank everybody for coming along and watching this video today. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you like this video and all my videos, give them a like and share them with your friends. And hit that notification bell so you get future notification of future videos. So till we see you out here to bee yard next time, happy beekeeping.